Hey guys, Dave from DE Services here. Today we're going to show you how to insulate inside a crawl space. We are going to show you some basic tools you're going to need. A pair of gloves, so stuff gets itchy, razor knife, dust mask, and safety glasses. Alright guys, we're back and I'm going to show you how to cut the joist ends in. First thing you could do is hold a piece up, something like this, just to get a reference point on how big you want it. I always try to cut about 1 inch or so long, and the best way to cut insulation is to flip it upside down. Okay, so we compress the insulation a little bit, we score it. You can score it a couple of times, okay, until it goes through the paper. And once you're through, that is it. Now, with the joist ends here, the paper on the insulation is supposed to go towards the living side of the house. Now, this is the living side of the house inside a crawl space. However, it gets a little damp in here, so the paper could retain the moisture. So what we do in this case is we try to leave most of the insulation on there and rip the paper off. You get rid of the paper. This way there's nothing on either side. And we put the insulation in. Okay? Goes in just like that. You don't want to compress it too much, but you're in just enough. Okay guys, now we are ready for the next piece of insulation. We are using bats on this job just because it's much easier to work with than a long roll. Again, the paper of this insulation goes to the living side, which is above us, so that means the paper needs to go up. Okay, what we do is we take this right against the piece that we just put in, and we push this up to the ceiling. Okay, as much as we can go without compressing the insulation too much. Okay, from this point, there's really no way to fasten it as far as for staples. I don't know if you can see this over here, but there's actually some old paper from whoever put the insulation up here before us. They actually put it up backwards. So this has to go up and it needs to get fastened, otherwise when moisture does hit this it will just fall down. So what we use in this case is we use insulation rod. It's just a steel rod they sell in the home center stores, and it's designed to fit into a 16-inch centered bay, and all you do is you put it up, and then you can see it's a little bit longer than the bay, and you just push it up until it catches, and that is it. So what we do is we try to put one about every foot or two, depending on the application, and once you do that, your insulation is not going to fall down. And that's how you insulate inside a crawl space.